Hello everyone and welcome to my channel update video for January 2023. Let's waste no time and get started. To begin, I want to say that I ended up unlisting my channel update video from last year. I still agree with my points on how it's difficult to grow on YouTube when you're a variety channel, but it was just really depressing to watch, and felt like an admission of defeat. Also, a lot of the goals that I set in that video did not come to fruition. In reality, 2022 was my worst year on YouTube, with overall channel stats down by 40% from 2021. Now, this isn't shocking to me. I can attribute this loss to three major factors. One is that for the first 3 months of 22, I was stuck doing 65-hour weeks at the business venture me and my mom went into. And because of that, I was too exhausted to make consistent videos. Second is that after leaving said nightmare, where I endured a lot of verbal and mental abuse, I entered a depressive state for a little while, and lost a lot of motivation to work on my channel. And third is that I did not upload many videos of my flagship series this year, aka Overwatch or Paladins. With 2022's failures discussed, what are my goals for 2023? Well, my first goal is to reclaim my lost stats. My second goal is to have more than one video hit 10,000 views. In 2022, only one video managed this feat. And my third goal is to hit 12,000 subscribers. We're currently at 11,700, so I think that's doable. Now that the overall goals are discussed, how am I going to meet them? Well, that's the tricky part. I consider YellowNinja as a variety gaming channel, but on YouTube, niche content is what brings in viewers. So this year, I have to do a better job at balancing my niche videos with my variety ones. My first way of achieving that goal is to have at least one Paladins video up a week. Paladins is, at the moment, my flagship series on the channel, and last year I would go for long breaks in between videos, which I believe hurt the channel stats. Overwatch is another flagship of the channel since those videos tend to perform fairly well, Symmetra videos especially, but I don't think I could commit to regular Overwatch videos. I enjoy Overwatch 2 more than 1, but I still get really frustrated if I play the game for a long time. I'm also realizing that I'm very out of touch with the Symmetra community when it comes to opinions on the state of the hero, and I don't feel like dealing with snarky sim mains in 2023. At the very least for Overwatch, you can expect me to finish the retrying series. At the most, well, who knows. If I start to enjoy the game like I used to, I'll record it like I used to. Another way I plan to boost channel stats is to have at least one scripted video per month on the channel. This was a goal I set last year, but failed to achieve due to the reasons mentioned earlier. On the topic of scripted videos, I wanted to talk about my Paladins balance comparisons. I am planning to make another one for the Season 6 patch, but if that video performs poorly like the last one, then I will not produce anymore. I love my balance comparison videos, and I know the few of you who watch do as well, but those videos are very tedious to make. First, I have to set up my gaming and work laptop, get Paladins open on both, make a bunch of custom games recording changes from the old patch. Sometimes I have to record from both computers to show both sides of the interaction. Then I gotta wait for the new patch and do the same thing again for the new changes. Afterwards, I have to get pictures of every single balance change, including pictures of loadout cards or talents that were changed, write a short script, record and edit said script, and throw it all together. Not to sound entitled, but I'm not doing all that work if the video struggles to break past 1,000 views. It's just not worth the time and effort. My last goal for boosting numbers, and this is more experimental, is making more YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts must have a separate algorithm because these videos always perform really well. I don't want to set a specific goal for this because short-form content is obviously not my forte. The next topic I want to talk about is streams. So this year, I'm going to strictly keep my streams on Sundays from 12 PM Eastern Time to about 2 PM Eastern Time. Last year, I tried branching out with streaming content, and I don't think it stuck. At least with a bad video, once you upload it, you forget about it shortly after, since you get no engagements or reminders that it happened. With a bad stream, it's much worse. Mainly because for 2 hours, you're live on air seeing that there's only like 3 people watching and the chat isn't moving, making the whole thing super awkward and extremely mentally draining. So, for the sake of my mental sanity, I will be trying to avoid branching out when it comes to streams. You can still expect to see streams of my flagship series being rotated with something new. My special streams for the year is going to be a tie-in with my upcoming Sims 3 Let's Play, Champions of the Realm. This is a Let's Play idea I've had for a couple years now. The idea is that I create a bunch of Paladins characters and locations in The Sims 3, and then recreate lore moments in the game. I've been holding back on this one because making all those sims and lots will take a bunch of time. Well, that's where the streams come in. On stream, we will be making the sims and lots together, and you all can chime in to give feedback. I'm expecting to start these streams next month to alternate bi-weekly with the flagships. While we're on the topic of streams, our 12k sub special is going to be another stream of Nancy Drew. I know my subs love judging the hell out of Nancy and company, so I plan to deliver. I'm leaning towards playing Shadow at the Water's Edge, because apparently there's a Kasumi ghost in the game, and, you know, I could clickbait that to nab some Paladins viewers. To wrap up streams, I want to state that I will not be streaming Paladins ranked this year. Again, for the sake of my mental sanity. Also, they'll probably place a better looking recolor of the pip skin in the bounty shop for mid-season. Next, I wanted to discuss the unique Let's Plays you could expect for 2023, aka the stuff that excites me. Hey YouTube, variety is the spice of life. First off is the remainder of our Wizard 101 episodes featuring Caspian and crew. We did manage to complete Arc 1 before the deadline of January 1st, only for the free event to be extended another month. Thanks, King's Isle! At the moment, I have roughly 12 hours of Wizard 101 footage clogging up my computer, so you could expect to see videos for at least another month and a half. Once Wizard 101 concludes, me and my friends are planning to return to Sanctum 2. We had a lot of fun playing that game and only stopped it due to the time restraint of the Wizard 101 Let's Play. If you haven't seen or played Sanctum 2, it's a hybrid between a first-person shooter and a tower defense game. You can check out my playlist if you're interested. After Sanctum is concluded, I'm thinking of going back and properly wrapping up our Saints Row the Third Let's Play, which, if you haven't seen, I cannot recommend it enough. That was my favorite series to record last year. Tons of laughs. My original goal for the series was to play through the normal campaign, which we did, but then to go back and play the final mission again for the alternate ending, do a video showcasing all the cool cheat codes in the game, and then wrapping up the series with the DLC missions. At the very least, you could expect to see 3 videos from that series sometime this year. My friend Alex really wants to play Saints Row 4 on the channel, but to my knowledge, that game takes characters from all the Saints Row games up to that point, of which I've only played Saints Row the Third. I'm debating on going back and playing Saints Row 1 and 2 and then jumping ship to 4, but we'll see. Like I said, the least you could expect is for us to properly finish the third game. Like I said earlier, I'm planning for my next Sims 3 Let's Play to be Champions of the Realm. We're in the tail end of Island Paradise, so as soon as that's over, you can expect to see the new LP. Once Champions of the Realm is concluded, I will ask my viewers to vote for what will be next because I have a ton of Sims 3 ideas. To wrap up the main channel, I want to talk about a few extraneous goals I have. The first is the Terminus guide. I have been hinting about doing this for all of last year. I ended up not making the guide due to my poor mental state then, but now that I'm past that, I'm ready to go. I've had SFM ideas for that guide in my head for so long now. I'm also hoarding a few Terminus clips from almost 2 years ago at this point because I was like, oh yeah, that'd be pretty awesome to put in the guide. Another reason I want to make the term guide is because my Amani guide is one of my series that I'm the most proud of, and I hope to reinstate that love with the term guide. Speaking of the Amani guide, I screwed up the timing on uploading part 5, so I'm probably going to wait for season 7, aka January of 24, to upload part 6. The only way that deadline is changing is if there's some crazy Amani changes for season 6. Sorry about that. Since I mentioned SFM, I want to say that another goal of mine is to make some more SFM content. SFM is a program that I can work with, but am not comfortable with when it comes to animating. I want to change that for 23. One of my SFM goals is to make a new intro, or at least an updated version of my current intro. I'm debating on making a new outro as well, but I actually don't have any outro ideas in mind, and most people don't make it to the end of the video anyways, so I'm still unsure about that. Another goal I have for this channel is to start work on custom voice lines for the second crew in Left 4 Dead 2. In case you don't know, I mod in custom voice lines to go along with our custom survivors in Left 4 Dead 2. I discovered that in the past, I had rendered these voice lines the wrong way, causing the volume to be completely off. In 2022, I was able to update the voice lines for Jefferson and crew, or the OG crew as I call them, but opted out of updating the second crew with Symmetra for time reasons. I actually would love to replace Symmetra with Rampart from Apex Legends, but that requires modeling work, and I'm not sure I possess the skill set for that. With either Rampart or Symmetra, you can expect to see the voice lines for the second crew updated. A lot of custom maps for Left 4 Dead 2 use the second crew, so that has alienated our recording possibilities when it comes to customs. Also, while I'm talking about Left 4 Dead 2, expect more Left 4 Dead 2 on the channel. With all the goals for this channel covered, I wanted to mention an idea I've had. I'm thinking, and don't get too excited, of making a new channel dedicated towards reviewing Ninjago episodes. Kinda similar to Overanalyzing Avatar if you've seen that channel. What sparked this was the ultimate finale to the show, Season 16 Crystallized. The season started out really good and then fizzled out really hard. So hard that I want to talk about it and all Ninjago episodes now. I must say I'm not married to this idea, and I'd love to know if you would be interested in those sort of videos. The reason I'm opting for a new channel and not this one is because YouTube is still struggling to identify me as a gaming channel, and I feel that bringing more Ninjago content here would just make a huge mess for this channel's place in the algorithm. Well, a bigger mess. If I do make that channel, I'll probably end up repurposing that old Sim Yellow channel I made last year. Well, damn. So much for keeping the script under 4 pages. I thank all of you so much for watching and sticking with my nonsense through 2022. I promise 23 is going to be a monumental year for this channel. One favor I ask of my viewers is that if you enjoy a video, on top of leaving a like and subbing, I ask that you leave a comment. Comments show the YouTube algorithm that viewers are engaging with videos, and overall that was a stat I was lacking a lot of last year. If you could leave your comments on any video you watch, it would be greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a happy 2023 and accomplish all the goals you set and then some. I'm YellowNinja, and peace.